These days, it might feel like it'd be easier to get into Valhalla than it would be to find a can of Drekker's beer on one of your local liquor store shelves. But luckily, we did the work for you in Dabbler in a Box Season 3. This beer right here, part of their Slang du Jour Sour series, has never been featured outside of their taproom until now. We're super excited to have it. We headed over to Fargo, North Dakota to visit Drekker's Brewhalle and talk to founder Mark Bjornstad about how Drekker became one of the most desirable breweries in the Midwest.
Music isn't a commodity. It's a craft. That's why we go to work every day, pounding the sidewalks and venue floors of communities big and small to discover, empower, and celebrate new and important voices shaping the future of music's history.
Fargo-Moorhead wasn't a craft beer naive town. People up here really knew what they liked, and they were just ready and waiting for this beer scene to develop. It's been really rewarding to see it grow, to see other breweries thrive here, and to see what it's become today, where it's now a destination community where people from the Twin Cities and South Dakota and kind of all over the country are traveling to Fargo-Moorhead and enjoying this really fun, creative beer scene that we have going on up here. We started Drekker Brewing Company in 2014. Started with 4 partners that had a common dream together, wanted to do this in our hometown of Fargo, North Dakota, and we opened our first brewery in downtown. And then in the fall of 2018, we moved into our dream building out here at Brewhalle. Brewhalle was always our dream location. This is actually where we wanted to put the brewery when we were first sitting around and dreaming up what we wanted to create. But at that time, it was pretty bespoke, run down, I'd say borderline condemned. And it took us about 3 years to really get the confidence to make a jump out here and redo this place. This was originally built in 1880 as a locomotive maintenance and repair building. So the building you see behind me is where they would drive in locomotives, do work on them, exhaust the steam out the top of the building. So there was smoke damage and fire damage and hundreds of years, 100 years of soot built up in there. And it's been an awesome opportunity to breathe life back into a building that has so much soul and character, and then also catalyze some interest in a new neighborhood in Fargo. Drekker is the Icelandic or Old Norse term for what it means to share a drink with your friends, or that camaraderie around that common drink at the table. And so at Drekker, beer is our craft, but the brand and the feeling is about much more than just the contents of what's in the glass. It's about what happens when a few of those glasses get raised together. For Dabbler in the Box Season 3, our beer is in our Slang du Jour series. This is the Blueberry Lemon Cobbler. We've recreated this flavor of that awesome, warm, crumbly blueberry cobbler cider ice cream, where we blended in blueberry, lemon, granola, cinnamon, brown sugar, and lactose sugar to build up that ingredients of real blueberry and lemon cobbler. In our Slang du Jour series, we call it a sour a la mode, or what we imagine is like a pie or cobbler, kind of this dessert with a side of ice cream beer, where we're always trying to execute some culinary dessert and really bring those flavors together and execute them perfectly in a beer. Coming up in October for our release schedule, we're gonna have a whole ton of new beers. There'll be probably 4 different brands that get released around that time. There'll be a new chunk, another new slang, and then towards the end of October, we'll have a bunch of barrels getting pulled from our barrel supply. So we'll have some really fun barrel-aged stouts to come out. We've just been honored and just really overwhelmed with the support that we've seen and how much welcoming attitude there is to our beers and our brand. And we just have so much fun dropping beers down in Minneapolis, seeing the excitement, and people sharing them on social media or meeting us out at stores or festivals. It's one of our most fun times, is every moment we get to spend in that market, because people are just so awesome down there. Well, thanks for checking us out in the Dabbler in a Box Season 3. You can find our beer around Minneapolis. Just check out the beer finder on our website. Come and visit us up here in Fargo if you're willing to make the trip. But again, thank you guys. Skål.